Quick disclaimer, this video is for educational and entertainment purposes only. I'm not a financial advisor, and nothing here should be considered financial advice. Always do your own research and understand the risks before investing.
Yeah, hello and welcome back to another Bitcoin update. So we'll keep this a little bit shorter, pretty much the same as last video as it was for yesterday. Nothing too much has changed. We're still kind of in this ABC corrective move to the downside. Pretty much the only thing I would have to say is we could be near completion, if not already completed, with this C wave that we have been looking for. We have already entered the support zone that we have been talking about since about, I want to say, the last few weeks of January. So we've been talking about this for a few days since we had this top in the fourth wave, an A, B, C corrective to the corrective move to the downside. And so far we could have had a possible 3, 4, and it seems like we could be working on this fifth wave right now. If this is already not completed, 3, 4, 5, we could get one more low like that. If this downside move is completed, then it could have been something like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves, and that could have been all of the C wave, and now we could find support here and start bouncing off. However, I do not find that, with no reason to believe that that is the case right now, just because we've had no 5-wave move up or a break of this swing high like we were talking about around 84,500. Once we get a 5-wave move up and a break above this swing high, well, then we can start to say that this C wave could have bottomed. Now, we are still looking for lower prices, like we've been saying. We are hoping that we can come back and test some of these April lows that we had, which was around, this might have been, it might be missing it on here, but it was around the 74,005, around more or less around this level, around 74,000. We did get to the 76, a little in the high 75s, but we were looking for a test of those April lows around 74,000. So it's possible that we do just get one more flush to the downside to have a complete C wave with all 5 waves filled out. And then from there, we can start building structures to start that larger rally that we are looking for. It is totally possible that this C wave does even extend down to this lower support region at 70,000. Like I've been saying, it's okay if we go a little below support as long as we get back into it. What we do not want to see is a decisive break below, because then that would invalidate this scenario that we are tracking. Once we do have this C wave completed, we will look for 5 waves. We will look for a break of a swing high. Once we do have that indicated, then I can add a resistance zone for this rally. And once we have that, then we can start to look and track whether this will just be more of a corrective choppy rally up, or whether this will be a more impulsive rally up to new all-time highs. Now, our more likely scenario, not guaranteed, it can always change, but we would be looking for a more of a corrective rally, which could get upwards of 100,000 to 115,000, and these moves can always extend even in a sloppy or a corrective move up. We could still get an all-time high on Bitcoin, just because waves can sometimes extend. Now, there's not really too much to say, just because it is the weekend. It's been a bit of a low volume, but we seem like we've had a bit of a sell-off now these last couple of hours. It's totally possible that we could be in this C wave extension now, where we could be going for that 5th wave to the downside. Otherwise, I mean, like I've been saying in the last 2 videos, we have entered this support region. We technically have 5 waves. From here, we could start that rally from here. So not guaranteed, but we are favoring a more C wave to the downside. But yeah, we'll have to let time do its thing. So thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.